Here we go. What do I open? I open the Thrag Daddy. Thrag Daddy's pretty good. This pack is actually pretty sweet. Thrag Tusk, Orc Clan Rampager, Sin Collector, Avacyn's Pilgrim is decent. Burning Tree Emissary I think you need for any of these aggressive decks. Falconwrath Noble is really strong, keeps moving up in my opinion. Grizzly Spectacle. Not much else. I'm getting some appreciation of Tandem Lookout. The format's slow. Sometimes you just catch people off guard. It's not very good against some decks, but I think Thrag Tusk is the pretty easy pick here. This card is just straight value, and with these blink synergies going around, he becomes really crazy. He's tokens, he's enter the battlefield effects, he's leave the battlefield effects as well. Seems to be the core of a lot of synergies here. Not quite the value we're looking to open. Still haven't really opened much big, but I'll take a Thrag Tusk, yeah. Flicker Wisp to go with my Thrag Tusk. Also Urbis Protector and Harmonize. All these are pretty good. I've been a little bit lower on Flicker Wisp because I found that it's just harder to get off these synergies. Maybe I go with Harmonize here. Just stick with the green. I do kind of want to be Bant blinking though with this Thrag Tusk, and Flicker Wisp fits that. Urbis Protector is also really good. This format is kind of proven slower than even I thought it would be. And 6 drops all move up in value in that case. This is tough. All 3 of these cards are very good for us here. Not much else in the pack. Mog Flunkies, Ground Assault. I think I'm just going to stick with green for the moment and go with Harmonize. Maybe this is incorrect, but it also leaves me open to going in a different direction. This card is also just a lot of gas. Basilisk Caller, Opportunity, Mystic Genesis, Momentary Blink. Basilisk Caller, huh? Don't think this is really going to go well with anything that we have here. I'm tempted to just take this opportunity and be like maybe blue-green ramp with a little bit of white just to kind of make things work. Sure, let's get greedy. I found the slower your deck is, the better it usually is. This format really seems to reward being slow. Gaia's Anthem. This is a pretty powerful card. There's also a Signet in here. And I do love me some Signets, but I'm not really the right colors for an Izzet Signet. Ramping is something we want to do, though. It's possible I should just be taking this Signet here. Ramp into my Harmonize and Opportunities and things of this sort. That sounds good. Probably a little bit more than what we're looking to do than Gaia's Anthem. Seems weird taking an off-color Signet. But I'm not really sure how many Signets I'm going to be able to get, and I do want to ramp into a lot of card draw and everything. We're looking to be like a green-blue ramp deck. Maybe the red comes in at some point. Mist Meadow Witch. It's also a Mystical Teachings. Usually you can get a Mystical Teachings, though. I have found that. Every once in a while you don't, but Mist Meadow Witch is pretty solid. Adds white to our color requirements, which is a little bit difficult. But works with the Thrag Tusk, works with our late game and ramp. I'm going to try this. Not much else in the pack. Really just the Mystical Teachings that I'm looking at. Stony Silence. Alright. Don't think that's worth enough money to take here. Because this Penumbra Spider is kind of what we're looking to do. So is the Coiling Oracle. But Penumbra Spider will hold the ground while we ramp into our things. So I think that's the pick here. Going to be a defensive deck with a lot of card draw and then hopefully some way of finishing out the game. Yeah, let's try this. Call of the Conclave. More tokens. I mean, it's a 3/3 for 2 mana. It's hard to beat. Other choices are what? Eyes in the Skies, which has proven pretty solid. Probably one of the best populate spells. But Call of the Conclave is a 3/3. And I do love me some 3/3s. And it's possible we're not really ramping. We just have a few big cards. And we end up going some sort of token strategy. Sensor Splicer is also here. I don't really have the Blink synergies, just Miss Meta Witch. I'm going to grab Call of the Conclave here. I think it's harder to pick up than a Sensor Splicer is. Gideon's Lawkeeper? Yeah, sure. This guy's solid. He's always been good. Every time I've had him, I think. Deputy of Acquittals. Rewind, Tandem Lookout, Core Hook Master. I think we're going to take the Deputy here. Go with our blinking strategy. We're only really right now blinking the Thragtusk, but these other options are just not that attractive. Rewind. Wow, the Flickerwisp made it around. Well, that's an excellent sign. This card shouldn't be here. Momentary Blink or Deputy of Acquittals, huh? I'm actually going to grab the Momentary Blink. Deputy of Acquittals is also good. Well, there's another Momentary Blink. I think I'm going to just take a Selesnya Guildgate. I do need some fixing at some point. Fixing is kind of hard to pick up in this format. We'll take a Sundering Growth for the side. I'm not really interested in the Hookmaster. Yeah, we'll take a Lone Missionary. Better against aggressive decks. Wake the Reflections is also actually decent for us here. Call the Conclave, the Thragtusk token. But, ooh, Eyes in the Skies. Sometimes I'm just fine playing this as, ooh, there's a Verdant Catacombs. That might be the most valuable card we've opened yet. How much are you worth? $7.50. Not too shabby. The rest of this pack is not really that great for us. Double Pyrewild Shamans. Unflinching Courage is alright. Trample's a decent form of evasion here. Avacyn's Pilgrim is probably the pick we would make here. But I'm going to take the money. $7.50 sitting there. This is worth a whole win, basically. Roughly speaking. Master Splicer. Whew. Wow, this whole pack is pretty packed. Phantasmal Image, Master Splicer, Falconwrath Noble, Seagate Oracle, Agony Warp. Yeah, this pack is nuts. This Falconwrath Noble has proven really good, in my opinion. I could take a Serum Visions. It's a little bit extra money. I think Master Splicer is what we want, though. We have Blink synergies, and we have some token stuff going on. So, I think it's worth enough to pass on the extra $1 of value from the Stoic Angel. Wow, and we are Bant. That is nice to see. Well, I think that's the pick here. There's also some really, like, wow, these packs have just been good. I've had some drafts where the packs are not so great. This pack is still fantastic, even after people have taken stuff. Stoic Angel seems to be the pick here. A rare was taken from this pack, and an uncommon. This is the foil. Yeah, I think we're taking Stoic Angel. Compulsive Research is really solid. Centaur Healer would be something I'd really be happy wheeling this. There's Thunderous Wrath. There's another Momentary Blink. We might wheel that. But Stoic Angel can just win. There's Fixing with Simic Guildgate, and there's also Eyes in the Skies. The last Eyes in the Skies wheeled, it was like last. Would we wheel this one as well? Can I take the Fixing here? Don't think Savage Lands does a whole lot for us. We're pretty Bant at this point. Yeah, I think we'll take the Fixing and hope to wheel this. It's possible we do. This pack still has good stuff in it. Right, someone might value the Trader's Instinct above this. 1, 2, I have 12 cards. It'd be 4 left. This gets taken. These... It's possible we wheel this. So I think I'm going to take the Fixing here. Yeah, this card is good. I think we can wheel it. I'm willing to take a bet. Wow, and the good packs keep coming. Sensor Splicer is a decent pick here, given what we're doing. There's also a Deputy of Acquittals. Chandra's Outrage, Carnage Gladiator. These are really solid cards. There's a Mystical Teachings here, but we're not really a Mystical Teachings deck at this point. We're kind of not quite there. This Is It Signet is awkward. Did not pay off. Am I really taking a Sensor Splicer? I want more Blink targets. Yeah, let's take a Sensor Splicer. Falconwrath Noble still in the pack. Wow. We have an Explorer. Explorer's alright. I think we're just going to take an Attended Knight here. More tokens, more blink synergies. It's just some good glue to put this all together. Yeah, I think this is the pick. Evil Twin. Man, you are in here. There's also a Vital Splicer, Wayfaring Temple, Gideon's Lawkeeper. All these are really solid. Vital Splicer goes with our splicing theme. This Wayfaring Temple goes with a lot of other stuff as well. I think I want the Vital Splicer. I've kind of got some splicing going on here. This works with both the Blink and the Populate, and I have a lot of Blink at this point, so I like it a little bit more. Off-color Signet and Explore. I think I'd rather have an Explore over a Golgari Signet. I mean, I don't think I'm splashing black at this point. I'm probably not playing any of this, honestly. Deathhood Cobra maybe is a choice. We're going to go with the Explore. Avacyn's Pilgrim makes it around. That's nice. Well, I think we're grabbing this. This guy is ramp, and we need ramp. Seagate Oracle, huh? Yeah, I'll take that. The good packs just keep coming. I think I'll take a Banishing Stroke over Slime Molding. We're going to be hard up for removal in these colors. Banishing Stroke is decent. Hungry Spriggan, Wake the Reflections. I'm going to go with the Wake the Reflections for the side in case we get more tokens going on. Well, I'm just going to take this Carnage Gladiator out of the pack. I'm not going to play a Revive. And Ogre Jailbreaker, sure. Alright, open to Verdant Catacombs. I like that. I like that, ladies and gentlemen. Night Terrors is alright. When the format when you're in like a control deck and you're really up against another control deck, it's serviceable. They show you some threat that you can't deal with, you just pull it from their hand next game. It's not a great card. Misty Rainforest on color fixing as well. There's not much else in the pack for us here. These Falconwrath Nobles, man. I really don't think Falconwrath Nobles should be going like 4th or 5th pick. I think this is like a 2nd or 3rd pick. This common has really proved its worth to me. Because there are just some decks that can't beat it. They don't have a way to remove them, and then they just lose because their whole game plan falls apart. But we're taking a Misty Rainforest. How much are you worth? You're worth $6. Yes, sir. So we've already opened about half of our cost of the entry. Cackling Counterpart, Selesnya Signet. And Counterpart's pretty sweet. The double blue is a little bit harder for us to cast because we're mostly green-white at this point. I think we have to go with this, though, over the Signet. We have Populate going on. We have creatures like Thragtusk we want to copy. Imagine populating a Thragtusk token. Just seems too huge. Wow, Mizium Mortars. Oh, Mizium Mortars. You are an insane card. I mean, not much in this format has more than 4 health, so oftentimes this is just 6 mana, one-sided Wrath with upside, because sometimes you just cast it for 2. What do we have for ourselves here, though? We could go with a Wake the Reflections. Are we playing Wake the Reflections? I'm not a big fan of Vanish into Memory. Does fit with what we're trying to do. I think this Wake the Reflections will just wheel. Like, I don't think anybody's going to take it. We'll grab this now while we can. Azorius Signet. You're looking exactly like what we want to do. Yes, please. What do we get? Maybe the Guildgate? Ghostly Flicker would be fine. I'd take a Ghostly Flicker. But we want ramp. Probably am not playing this. Is it Signet? Yeah. Mist Raven. Dinrova Horror. Attended Knight. I think we're going Mist Raven here. I think I like that a little bit better than the Attended Knight. More fixing would be nice, though. Double blue is, again, going to be a little bit tricky. I think I like Mistraven a lot. This card is just really good. Denrova Horror is another one of these sort of 6-drops that keeps going up in value for me because the format seems slower and slower. The Number Spider seems to be the pick here. Good blocker. Token synergy. Demir Signet? Nah. I think we're just taking a Ghostly Flicker here. I think I prefer that over a Momentary Blink. Centaur Healer versus Wake the Reflections. How much tokens do we have here? Let me secure this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't think we're playing the Wake the Reflections. I might not even play this guy, but at very minimum, he's good against anybody who's trying to do aggressive things. I'll take a Spell Pierce. I'm not sure I'm going to play it. Another Momentary Blink? Sure. Take that over a Talon Trooper. And we get a Talon Trooper anyways. There's a Tandem Lookout. Is that what we want? I have some nice flying dudes. Sure. Yeah, not much left. Alright. So, need to make some cuts here, but looking like a fairly solid deck. And I'll cut the video here and we'll go to deck building.